Hello and welcome back. Today we're reacting to some more epic rap battles of history. I wanted to throw kind of like a little bit of a transition in there between Has Been Hotel and starting to finish Gravity Falls. So the tentative plan right now, which is very subject to change, is we're going to do one episode of epic rap battles of history since they just dropped this one, Godzilla versus King Kong. This is only a couple days ago, I think. And then we're going to do a Kurzgesagt video. We're going to do 3 episodes of Gravity Falls, and then we're going to do another epic rap battles of history, and then another science video, which will likely be Kurzgesagt. And that'll kind of be the pattern. So 3 Gravity Falls, 1 science, 1 music. And we'll just kind of repeat that until we get through Gravity Falls, and then we'll see what happens after that. But Godzilla, King Kong, we're all familiar with these characters. We've all seen the movies. We've all read the books. Love it. Especially there was a version of Godzilla that came out, I don't know, I think it was around like 2002 sometime, give or take a little bit, somewhere around the millennium there. I really like that version. Can't think of any of the actors' names in it, but I used to watch that one all the time when I was younger, living at home with my parents. And, that was one that we had that I could watch all the time, and I thoroughly enjoyed. So, love that one. My biggest question, is this based on a specific version of those characters? Or is it kind of like an amalgamation of all of the different versions that we've had throughout the years of King Kong and Godzilla? I've not seen the most recent one. What's that? It's like Monster Killers Godzilla versus King Kong or something like that came out this year, I think, maybe last year. I haven't seen that, so I might be missing some of that. But anyway, let's hop right in. I'm really excited to hear this. I always love new content from these guys. Okay, that was cool. Oh, it's all CG. They did a good job on the CGI. Chimpanzee. Oh. Oh my god. Make an ass out of you like Nintendo did. Oh, I love that. Okay, so for those of you that are new, what we typically do is we listen to it verse by verse. So we listen to the first verse, and I try my very hardest not to comment too much and not to pause too much, but then we go back through that verse and we listen to it and analyze it a little bit more, have a discussion, and then we continue to the next verse and the next one, etc. So, let's see. I gotta say, the voice is very fitting for the character. Yep, and in some of the more recent versions of Godzilla, he has that like laser breath, right? I think that might be from that newer one that I haven't seen, but I've seen the trailers for it, so it's stuck with me. So I think that those character references there are from something I haven't seen, probably some of those newer Monster versus movies. But I mean, they kind of showed some of those characters in the background, so I get it. It's true. Everything he's saying is true. You're a chimpanzee. That is very clever wordplay. Oh, jeez. It means the foot she comes under. Wait. Eat up a whole city. I eat up a whole city like some Tokyo play. Very clever play on yo play, like the yogurts and stuff. Oh man, these guys are so good. Oh. What's a bento lid? I feel like I should know that. Totally blanking on it now. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so I'm assuming that the Nintendo reference, I'll make an ass out of you like Nintendo did. I'm assuming that's in regards to Donkey Kong, right? Because, of course, there was the very famous, started off as an arcade game, Donkey Kong, where Donkey Kong stole Penelope, I believe her name was. And the early proto version of Mario had to kind of run up and avoid the barrels that Donkey Kong threw to go and save Penelope. Pretty sure I got all that right. Actually, really fun arcade game. Yeah, so I think that's what that's in reference to, and that's amazing, especially for people of my age that actually, grew up playing those types of games in arcades. The only game I play is Rampage. Lizzie, beauty kills this beast that you trust ain't pretty. When your ass brain is hanging with these monkey bars, you ain't got punchlines, you barely even got arms. You came off the base for Frankenstein, first time we made a movie, and I dumped on you like Barkley at the base of Mount Fuji. Face facts, cankles, you can't fill since yourself, so they bring the mammal in the nurse and fills back the hell. Don't you go to me, I'm as old as death row. Rippin' RKO, and we don't have to tell her. The eighth wonder of the world, and the word when I rhyme. If you think you're mine, just say the bad English captions, your words don't match your actions. You weren't even the bombest monster from the CG was cracking. I'll stay in your land and the rising goldfish and rice. Come to New York and King Kong, a bing bong, fuck your life. Oh man, okay. I know we said it already, but I have to say it again. This CGI that they have going on is very impressive, especially since they, as far as I'm aware, have not done a fully CGI episode yet. They've had CGI in the background. They've, had some levels of CGI to help tell the story, but they've never done a full CGI, I don't think. So for their first time, this is absolutely amazing. And the voices fit very well. Okay. Nintendo G. The only game I play is Rampage. Lizzie, beauty kills this beast that you trust ain't pretty. Away your ass brain is hanging with these monkey bars. I like that, with these monkey bars. Double play on, the monkey bars from the playground that you hang on, but also these monkey bars, his bars in the rap. You ain't got punchlines. You ain't got punchlines. You barely even got arms. Oh, that is, at first I thought that was like a throwaway pass, but that's actually pretty clever. You came off the base for Frankenstein, first time we made a movie, and I dumped on you like Barkley at the base of Mount Fuji. I don't know any of that. So basically it's like, yeah man, your films were dying, so they had to bring me in. where there's both of us in the movie. I'm as old as death row. So have the King Kong movies been around longer? I don't know. I don't know how old the Godzilla movies are. I like that. I absolutely love that, because the English captions thing, it just hits so home or so close to home, because every movie that you watch that's translated, and I'm sure the same is true for other countries, right? When they watch English movies that are translated to their native language, the lips don't match. Sometimes it's very poorly translated, where it just doesn't make sense what they're saying at all. But it, sometimes it's hard to translate between languages, especially when there's big cultural differences in humor, right? That's one of the big limitations there. But absolutely. You weren't even the bombest monster from the CG was cracking. I could stay in your land and the rising goldfish and rice. Come to New York and King Kong, a bing bong, fuck your life. I don't get the Bing Bong thing, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm missing a lot in this one because I'm not super familiar with a lot of the older literature and a lot of the newer literature, but only kind of the stuff that's in the middle. So I feel like I'm missing out a lot from that. Oh. I never saw Pacific Rim 2. Oh. Oh. Okay, so that was a back and forth, but it was kind of short, so I let the whole thing play through. And that was pretty great. You must be from Hollow Earth. All your threats are empty. Oh, that's good. Because monkeys like to throw their own feces. Some people too. I never saw Pacific Rim 2, but Pacific Rim, the first one, it was an okay movie, but it wasn't. I certainly wouldn't list it as one of my favorites. Yeah, so he's basically saying, hey, look, man, there's a big size difference here. Ouch. You're such a joke. Jack Black is in your remakes. Come on. I love Jack Black. He's awesome. But he's a comedian, so, yeah. Titan. Okay, wait, no. Titan your fish lips. Titan spelled like a titan, but also alluding to the word titan, which is the opposite of loosen. Tighten your fish lips around tenacious D's. That is so clever of a comeback. Because, of course, Jack Black's band is Tenacious D. And then also referencing D is nuts, right? The way that it's spelled. So Titan, which also has that double meaning because they're titans. Tighten your fish lips around Tenacious D's. Like, who writes this stuff? You guys are geniuses, okay? Godzilla, more like Japan, you were a metaphor for nuclear war. Yeah, that is actually how the story started, right? In Japan, the Godzilla. And then the 90s didn't make you any cooler. What kind of pumpy chump gets pumped by Ferris Bueller? So go ahead. We're all familiar with those movies. Oh, I like that because this is their second go around, right? This is the second back and forth. O2, oxygen. The oxygen that you breathe is O2, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And, he's saying, you're O2. I'm an oxygen destroyer. You're O for 2. These guys are just so clever. Oh, you shouldn't try to talk about the atom. The beast from 20,000 fathoms couldn't fathom. You could come at me with Iron Man and so I'll still destroy. I'm bigger than riches and I'm singing digits and triplets like Victoria. My voice cuts like I'm rubbing on a double bass. I spit the words for Turtle Island into palm hands. Serving up some animated rabbit fur from man. It's the saddest death of a gorilla sits around me. Damn, I despise you. Make weak tokusatsu. Soft like some tofu. Kaiju haiku. See me outdo like I did to Mechanical. Fuck you and the balloons you roll in on. Oh my god, okay. That one was a bit longer, so we're gonna go through. I forgot to point this out early at the beginning when they started in Godzilla took the lead there. How they had sort of like that air raid horn going. I thought that was a nice little touch. And the way that the beat goes when Godzilla's on the screen, it keeps like, I don't know the right words to describe this. I'm not very musically inclined or educated in music, but it's very reminiscent of that first part, to where I'm kind of expecting that air horn sound or the air raid sound to kind of come in, but it doesn't. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I really like that style where it kind of makes you think of something and makes you think it's going somewhere, but then it kind of doesn't, you know? That was this little bit here. It's just like bing, bang, boom, 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 boom. And they're not like super heavy punches, but just because it's so like machine gun fire, but it's also very clean, right? It fits together very well. It's a really high points in my book, at least. You can come at me with Iron Man and Thor. Now, I'm assuming, and this is an assumption, I don't know this, but I'm assuming that in the Marvel comic books, there was probably something with Iron Man and Thor and Godzilla. I don't know, but I'm bigger than bridges and I'm swinging my digits in triplets like Ghidorah. I don't know who Ghidorah is, but that was a quick, once again, oh yeah. Yeah. Harambe, isn't that oh boy. I don't do research before these guys. This is all off the cuff, okay? I know some people like to research the characters ahead of time. That's not my style. But I could be completely wrong here. But isn't Harambe that one monkey that was trained by a human? And I don't remember. I just want to say that it was one of the ones that was trained by a human, and there was some. I watched a documentary on it a while ago. I could be completely wrong too, though. So maybe let me know that if you guys know, because I could be totally wrong. Soft like tofu. Mechanicon. Please tell me that wasn't in one of the newer movies. Please, for the love of God, tell me there was not a mechanical Kong. He's on the balloons. I can't. He's. I don't know why I thought that's so funny, but okay. Just take a breath. Take a sip of your magic coffee cup. Okay. Oh, that was... I missed that the first time. That was a play on Monkey See, Monkey Do. And the balloons you rode in. And then he's on the balloons. Was there a King Kong anime? Or, I'm sorry, a Godzilla anime? Never saw that. Oh. Okay, we gotta rewatch that last bit. One more time. Mothra. I just got that. Okay. They put a little fight scene in here. I didn't get a lot of those references, I'm not gonna lie. Absolutely missed a bunch in this one, and I know it. So please feel free to let me know some of the stuff that I missed, because I could tell I missed a lot in this one. But I really liked, there was a couple moments in there, like we talked about, where it was do. And it wasn't just rapid fire, right? Because rapid fire is impressive because of how difficult it is to do. But what's more impressive is when you have a kind of rapid fire that's in tune with the beat, so it complements or goes along with it, but then is also very clean and not forced on the lyric side. And they each had a moment like that. Who won? That's a tough one. So I think I enjoyed the lines, but I also think I got more of the lines that Godzilla said. So I think from a lyrical perspective, I would have to say Godzilla won, but I also fully acknowledge that I missed a lot of the references in here. And if I knew them all, that very well may change my mind. However, I have to give it, and this might be controversial, but I have to give it to King Kong, okay? Because there's one simple reason. When he rode in on the balloons, right here, okay? That's the line that did it for me. So King Kong won in my book. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Yeah, this was great. I can't wait to watch more. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.